So because you decided to be intentional with spending your money and smart about it, it became a trend and you have a new name for it, underconsumption core. Shouldn't this be the norm, where you actually use stuff and things to the point where you have fully utilized the value from it before disposing them or getting a new one? Shouldn't this be the way things go? Because of the whole overconsumption, things are trendy, consumerism, and social media, people have normalized overspending. And now when you're doing the things the way it's supposed to be, spending smartly, it is now considered underconsumption. How is that? Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. On this channel, I discuss finance, travel, and lifestyle, and I also love to talk about the intersection between money and media. So today we are talking about the new trend that is very popular on social media, underconsumption core. Have you heard about it? So if it's your first time hearing about it, let me tell you what it's all about. Underconsumption core is basically a trend that started as a reaction to the consumerism and massive haul overconsumption trend that happened years on social media, where people buy this huge shopping closet, they buy all of this clothes, makeup, collection, beauty products, skincare, and all of these things, and they show them on social media. Then as a reaction to that, this new class of people came up to start showing how they actually use things till their deadbeat. They fully maximize the value out of their every purchases before buying a new one. And then the name came under consumption core. Why the core was added, I don't know. This trend is now gaining massive popularity and engagement from influencers, support from brands, even creators, even everyday people are now embracing this trend. And it's a side of social media that I really do appreciate. But why is this even happening? One, it started off as a reaction to the overconsumption. Two, due to economic factors. In this day and age, things are expensive, cost of living is high, cost of food, clothing, people are no longer even earning as much. There isn't too much disposable income to spend on things that no longer matters. So now people are more intentional about their everyday spend and utilizing what they already have at home. And three, there are also people that are very concerned about sustainability, the environment, the way people are over purchasing and over consuming products is ruining the environment, is ruining the planet. Now, before we talk into the different ways people are practicing under consumption, let's talk about the four kind of people that are participating in these trends and why they are even doing it in the first place. One, we have those that are forced minimalist. These people have no choice than to be minimalist because they don't have the financial capacity, they don't have enough disposable income to buy and shop all of these latest trends or latest gadgets or outfit and all that. They are forced to use the limited resources that they have and manage it accordingly. Next, there are the intentional minimalists. These are people that they believe genuinely in mindful consumption. They do believe that you need to finish or use a product up before buying another one. You need to wear your clothing or whatever it is and fully get the maximum value out of it before buying another one. There are also those category of people. Then there are the posers. These are typically influencers, content creators. These people are trying to get viewership, engagement on their social media posts. And this is truly not how they believe. They take away products from their shelves, from their wardrobe, put it aside only to put something really small or minimal there just as a false representation for their content. But in reality, they still have all of these things behind the scenes. They already purchased them. The real underconsumption is not you taking away things that you already have, is you stopping yourself from buying new things. And lastly, we have the mockers. These are people that truly do not believe in anything called underconsumption. They're just making fun of those that are doing this and are making them feel like, what exactly are you doing? You are glorifying poverty. Now, I really love this trend and I love that people are even giving it attention time of the day and it's becoming so normalized. However, I don't think it should just be a trend. I think this should actually be the way we live. This should be a lifestyle. You should truly maximize usage on whatever purchase you have before buying another one. You shouldn't be collecting things or acquiring stuff just for the sake of it and overspending, because not only are you not going to be able to use them, or are you wasting your money, which can eventually put you into debt. you are also ruining the planet. You are not staying consistent. You're not able to utilize it, and you are just feeling a void inside of you by making those impulsive spends.
I have a hot take. Underconsumption, more interesting. It's cooler. Let me show you. You know what's fun? Secondhand furniture like this and this and this and this. Cat is technically secondhand too. You know what's cool? Reusing pasta jars. Best water vessel there is. What's the best decor? Plants that you've been growing for years. And then you take cuttings from your friends and then you make big plants for free. You feel like a magician. Like, this plant is probably like $100 and I got it for free. I just grew it from a single leaf. Plants are the best decor. Underconsumption, cool. You know what has better decor than Target? Thrift shops, vintage shops, Mother Earth. Thrifted, vintage, Mother Earth. Target cannot beat my $10 collection. Thrifted. Dried eucalyptus, a little flower in a jar. Got dried flowers. We got a bowl of shells. You know what's also cool? Creating things. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you catch me getting into my craft closet? Because I try to focus on creating instead of consuming all the time. Who made this stuff? Me. I crocheted this with my own hands. We have some little seashell magnets I made. You know what's also cool? Trying hobbies. Oh, what is that? Is that my surfboard? Because I have hobbies, because I wasn't afraid to be a beginner, and I got her off of Facebook Marketplace, focusing on being, not consuming. Who do you want to be instead of what do you want to have? Just a thought. Overconsumption? Not cool. It's bland. Everyone looks the same. Prove me wrong. Let's get this straight. I'm only asking you to stop consuming so much because I care about you. It's not making you happy, and it's also destroying the planet. So let's take a step back. Let's chill a little bit, consume less. Underconsumption. It's cooler. Thank you.
And there are also people that are calling it glorified poverty, where they see someone that is wearing a piece of, maybe using a piece of towel that you've had for years, and you see it and think that, no, this is not good. Or you have a complaint, or you have something to say that, hey, you should be able to spend money to buy something else and all that. The truth is, at the end of the day, we are all allowed to spend money the way we want, right? Whatever brings us value should be what you're spending money on. However, just because you might choose to have different fragrances or different flavors of one specific lip gloss or perfume doesn't mean someone else has to be the same way. As long as they feel like they are well kept, they are well taken care of, and they are living their life in a fulfilling and happy way, that should not be a concern for you. You shouldn't say anyone is glorifying poverty just because they decide to take care of themselves and prioritize keeping more money in their pocket.
Do you want to know what the key to sustaining this new underconsumption lifestyle is? As somebody who has lived an underconsumption lifestyle for years out of necessity, because we just don't have money to buy extra stuff, I have seen all over my For You page people adopting this new underconsumption lifestyle, making a choice to not shop at Target and Home Goods and buying extra stuff. And first of all, I'm very proud of you, because that can be really hard to do. But if you want to sustain that choice to live an underconsumption lifestyle, you have to be grateful for what you already have. Gratitude is the key to sustaining an underconsumption lifestyle. If you constantly are needing something new and bigger and next, you are going to fall right back into hyperconsumption and overconsumption. But if you are able to be grateful for the things you already have, it will be so much easier to say no to going to the store and buying things that you do not need. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food in your pantry, in your fridge, if you have a running vehicle and money for gas, you have everything you need. Gratitude is the key.
Another thing is, calling this a trend means that we are all aware that it is only temporary. It's a matter of time before they go out of the door and we move on to something else. Because we've gone from different things, clean girl aesthetics, we've gone from overconsumption, consumerism, shopaholic, massive hauls, all of these things. We've gone through different micro trends, and this is another one. So us calling underconsumption call another trend is just us thinking that, oh yeah, it's only going to be here for a matter of time before it goes on. That means we're truly not embracing that lifestyle where we are really prioritizing spending intentionally and utilizing things that we have. This shouldn't even be considered a trend. Some people think that this underconsumption thing is romanticizing hardship or financial limitation where people cannot afford stuff. They are thinking of it like, oh, you are romanticizing poverty, you're making it seem cool and aesthetically pleasing. But the truth is, you should be able to make anything that you have or you can afford look cool and aesthetic in your own way. It shouldn't be about a trend. It is not about a trend. It is not about that. It is about you intentionally spending on things that is giving you joy, happiness, and fulfillment, and also making sure that you are doing it in the best way that feels good and natural and right to you. So anyone calling this like, oh, romanticizing poverty and all these things, I feel like their mentality and their mindset is completely flawed. You should be allowed to use what you have fully to the maximum capacity with no questions asked.
Am I the only one that feels like we've glorified what underconsumption is? I'm sorry, but using your lotion until it's complete and then buying a new one, and wearing your shoes until they're worn out and then getting a new one, is not underconsumption, I fear. That's just normal, regular, standard consumption. This might be a shock, but we are in fact meant to use our items until they're done, until they've been consumed. TikTok has brainwashed us all into thinking that we need to buy new clothing, new trinkets, new pieces of furniture every single day, every single week, every single sale. But that's not the case at all.
Now, I personally embrace the underconsumption lifestyle and I encourage it. In fact, I love this trend. I love that it's gaining popularity and visibility on social media, and people are sharing their day-to-day life using what they have and being happy and fulfilled using it. However, I don't like that it is being tagged a trend just because we are leaving room for people to think it is okay for them to overspend, and this should actually be considered the bare minimum. Yes, maybe posting this on social media and helping other people see ways they can fully utilize what they have, DIYs, home decor, home cooked meals, utilizing things and turning things that they already have into other produce that they can actually save money on. It is nice to be able to do that. DIYs has been popular for years. Handmade and homemade stuff has been popular for several years. They've been a thing. And I love that they are now going on social media and people are being encouraged to explore those ways so they can save money. I hope this is something that lasts long and isn't just a micro trend that comes and go. I hope that people are truly making this a lifestyle and embracing it even behind closed doors. And it truly helps people shift from overconsumption and consumerism to thinking about their behaviors as a consumer, helping them become more frugal, save more money, plan towards their retirement, save ahead of time, plan their finances for their kids, for their family, and live a decent, happy life, making sure that they are spending money on experiences, on memory, on things that actually matters, on things that gives them joy, on things that they really want to spend money on, not because of social media, not because of some aesthetics, not because of some societal expectation or norms or trend. You want to make sure this is actually a lifestyle, something that you're truly doing, and you're not just doing it for performative reasons or because of content or social media. And this is truly what you believe, and you're very intentional with spending money and getting the most out of anything you purchase. So hopefully this is not just a trend that comes and goes. It stays and lasts for a while and people continue to embrace it, and it helps shape consumer behavior and help people quit impulsive purchases. Maybe when we start to see more videos of underconsumption where people are showing how they are able to utilize products that they already have, those other people that are behind the phone watching these videos on social media would have a rethink and have a step back and ask themselves if they truly want to spend money like this, or maybe they want to embrace saving more and spending more intentionally. Let me know your thoughts about this trend. What do you think about it? Do you think it should be a trend? Do you think it should be a lifestyle? What are your thoughts? Do you actually embrace this behind closed doors? How do you utilize your product? Are you one of those that, try to find semi-borderline illegal ways to save money? I personally try to find every single ways I can to save money, and I don't mind. I can share about it. I won't do it without even sharing content about it. That is my lifestyle, and I hope more people embrace things like this and they even share it so that they can encourage other people to know that this is normal. You shouldn't have to feel like you have to overspend to fulfill some emotional needs or some emotional neglect. Confront the real reason and see why you're spending money on certain things. Don't just follow trends or influence and people are reinforcing certain purchases upon you. Make sure it's something that you truly want and you're embracing it as you go. Let me know your thoughts about this video. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.